Okay, ready, go. Go. Ready, go. Go. So largely, your swing did not change. You went back to your whole swing here. If you look at the size of backswing, it stops about here. Okay? And then this is done by the arm motion here. And so in your swing image, basically what you're doing is bring this up here, and then by trying to hit hard the ball hard like this, and try to hit it. Okay? This way here. So bring about here, and then this is mainly what you're doing. But you have to relax your wrist a little bit, and then you have to really let it go. So when you have a bad shot to the right, slice and the right, then your body is here, and then this is coming late. That's why that happens. Okay? When you try to bring the clubhead early, then you tend to pull this way. It's because you're putting a lot of effort here. You're not really feeling the motion of the club. Yeah, basically you bring up here and then try to hit hard with the arms. Let's try to do this here. So relax your wrist and try to have a large arc, as large as possible around your body. Okay, but relax your wrist and try to feel the motion. Try to feel the motion of the club head around your body. Okay. Completely relax your wrist. Make a large arc back and forth. No need to swing fast, but you can go reasonably slow. Yes, as you do that, you will be able to feel how the club head is moving. Okay. So what should happen is, as you swing down, you have to bring the club head here and then hit the ball and then keep swinging all the way here. Instead of just fold a little bit and then try to hit hard. Feel the motion of the club head around your body. Okay? So from here, bring it up and then throw the club head around your body. So again, feel the motion of the club head. Easy wrist. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have to free your wrist to a certain extent. Right now, everything is so tight, and then you bring the arms up here and you try to hit it as hard as possible. If it's late, then it goes right. If it's too early, then it goes this way. So if you look at your swing pattern, there are two extremes here. Okay, almost no middle ground here. Again, feel it. Easy wrist, and then let it go around your body, swing, and then. So when you develop swing pattern, you really have to know where the club head is. You have to feel the club head motion. Again, swing back and forth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now what happens is you swing and then you're going all the way here because you let it go. Instead of try to hit it hard with your strength, swing around and swing around, swing around, and then wind up and swing, let it go. So you have to develop good speed of the club head, using the speed to hit the ball instead of just using your arm strength and then try to hit hard. Okay? Again, So make a large arc, as big as possible, and also give enough backswing motion. Yep. Yeah, so that swing motion looks a lot comfortable to me. So instead of go up here and try to hit it hard. So with that, let's go to stage 3. And then use the trigger motion this way. And then as you bring it back, you have to feel the motion of the clubhead. What matters is you have good control of the clubhead motion around your body. It's not about how much force you put in this, okay? Stage 3. Yes. And then here, instead of pushing it like this, here, swing through here. So turning around. Let it go and then turn around instead of, okay? Again. So as you do, so from the trigger motion, and when you bring it back, you have to have a good feel of where the clubhead is always. Bring it back, clubhead is here, and then let it go. Clubhead is here, and then let it go. Instead of putting a lot of effort there. Feel the motion of the clubhead. Now, let's make the trigger motion a bit more rigorous. So even here, feel the motion of the clubhead. And then swing. Every time, by relaxing your wrist, you will be able to feel the motion of the clubhead better. Okay? And instead of trying to put a lot of effort in the downswing, have a good wind up here. So that means you have to speed up backswing a bit more. And then let it go all the way here. If you really let the clubhead go, you see, the clubhead is quite heavy here. So go here, and if you let the clubhead goes up to this point here. But because your wrist is holding it here, so it does not go anymore. But if you relax your wrist, it comes this way. Let it go all the way, let it go all the way, let it go all the way. So instead of fighting, let it go all the way. Okay, so relax your wrist a little bit. And you're hitting the ball with the speed of the clubhead, not with your muscles. Yes. And also, in the downswing, instead of just swinging hard here, let it swing through all the way here. So instead of trying to putting a lot of effort here, so using the motion, so include the follow through as part of your downswing. So swing all the way here. Make a motion, one big motion, continuous motion, instead of trying to put a lot of effort toward the impact. And also, instead of having snapping motion, make it a bit smoother. So, and then wind up here, and then swing through all the way instead of. Make backswing faster, and they have good wind up, but to make the overall, the whole motion smoother. If you swing like that, that will be really good. Now you have a large enough backswing here. Because of that, you have enough time here. And then just let it go instead of lift this up here and then try to hit the ball hard. Okay? Let it flow. Let it just run through. Okay? And then at the end, you're relaxing too much. So what happens is you are almost stopping here and then starting all over again. But this should be continuous and then let it go. So using this wind-up motion, you are elongating the muscles. Okay? So what happens is if you have enough motion here, then at the end you have to slow this down, backwards rotation. In order to slow down, you have to activate these muscles here. That it will slow down this rotation, and that the same muscles are used in the downswing. So the same muscles are elongated and shortened. Okay. That's called the stretch shortening cycle. But so in order to give good stretching and then shortening, then you have to use this momentum and then let it go all the way, wind up, and then using that. So instead of stop here, and then just to try to put effort in this side, you actually have to feel the tension at the end of the backswing motion. So because the muscles, the same muscles are now elongated while it's contracting. So you'll feel tension here, using that tension, let it go. So the end of backswing and then the early part of downswing should be connected using the same muscles. So as long as you have the image of putting a lot of effort in the downswing, then you have a separation between the backswing and downswing. So try to, if you want to hit something hard this way, you have a good wind up and then try to hit the ball. When you try to hit somebody, this is not good on the channel, but then hit instead of just here and then try to hit. So you have to use the counter movement, which is the backswing. So use the wind up well, and then with that simply let it go. And then so on the way down, what you're pretty much doing is the club wants to move away from your body because of the so-called inertia. Okay? The club wants to go straight, but your hands are not letting it go. That's the main thing you're doing. Instead of trying to drive it with your muscles, throw the club, then the club wants to move away, you don't let it go, then it will follow this curved path and then swing through here. So instead of using the arm to try to hit the ball, throw and then don't let it go, and then turn around, swing around.
Don't let it go?
You're holding the club. Always when the club is, for example, about here, the club is moving that way. And then if you, from here, you let it go, then it will go this way and they hit the ground, right? And then because you're holding it here, and although the club wants to go away from your body, but because you're holding it, it will turn around this way and keep going this way. So in your feel, instead of try to hit it hard here, just to give enough speed, then the club has a tendency to move away from your body, but you don't let it go. Then you have a good planar motion here. So all you need is develop enough speed and hold onto it so it doesn't escape from your hands. Yeah. But instead of trying using your arms and try to hit hard.
But how do I work my hands coming? Don't think about that part?
You don't need to worry about that because naturally, if your swing pattern is reasonable, then near the impact position, the left hand should be squared like this. Like particularly when you try to use your arms, then what happens is your arms are dragging the club, so the hands go out here. Eventually, you have to flip it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, but if you relax and just let it go around your body, instead of try to hit hard. So when you let it go and then hold on to it, naturally it goes here and then turn this way here. So you have to let this motion happen. Okay? Instead of. The reason why the slice group, the ball goes way right is because we have open face. The hands are dragging the club, so the face should be open. But if you let the club head go, if you let the club head catch you up, automatically you will have a square position here. So all you need to do is almost to throw the club outward, away from your body, but you don't let it go because you're holding it. Okay, you can go all the way you want, but I'm not going to let you go. That's the idea, yeah. The transition was a bit too fast, so give a bit more time. So the motion should be fast, but with that you have a mature backswing, okay?
Thinking too much about this.
So
I feel like
yeah, just so you don't have to pull it in, yes. just to hold it there.
I feel like it's jamming in, and I'm not able to.
So for that, in order to feel this continuous motion here, what you have to do is you have to swing, and then the arms has to finish a bit higher here, instead of swing and then go low here. Okay? So again, if you include the follow-through phase of the swing, then go up here and then swing through all the way here and then finish, instead of and then finish here. So swing through and then finish here. So you will finish a bit higher. Again. Now that pattern is a lot better than what you initially did. So again, the goal is to bring the club head or develop the speed of the club head and then let it go, and then using the speed of the club head and hit the ball instead of using your muscles here. So particularly when you use the rope, then you will have that feel. But if you move the rope around your body, it will automatically go around your body, right? Wrap around your body. Because you are not letting the rope go, and then in the end, you will slow down your body motion, then the rope has to go around your body. So instead of try to force the motion of the rope, you just let it go around, the same thing. If you have a large arc in the backswing, then let the club go around your body, and then also let it go. Then you'll have really flattened path of the club. Okay? So imagine this. From here, you aimed. So okay, the ball is there, and then you are starting the downswing. But along the way, if you keep forcing the club, then the condition changes. It's like when you shoot an arrow, it left your hand. On the way, suddenly there is a strong wind, crosswind. Then the condition changed. Then the arrow will move away. The same thing. If you aim correctly, okay, so here, wind up, and the ball is there. I can see the ball over my shoulder. The ball is there, and then I aimed and then let it go. So if this goes nicely, then it will hit the ball. The club will hit the ball as planned. But along the way, if something happens, by using your muscles, you are actually forcing the club to move. Then you are changing the condition. That's why the impact is not clear. So developing speed is good, but if you force the motion of the club in such a way by using the muscle, then the condition changes. That impact, you have incorrect impact condition.
I almost feel like it's...
Yeah, so go around your body and the good wind up from here, just to throw everything away, but you don't let it go actually, because you're holding it here. and then let it go. Then it will straighten here. It will flatten actually here. So it becomes quite planar. So you have good swing plane here. Let it go, and then all the way finish here. Instead of swing and then try to fold it in. If you bring it in, that means you are actually affecting the motion of the club near the impact. So let it go. So the momentum will, bring the club this way here. You keep holding, then it will go around and finish here. But if you go and then try to force this motion, bring this in, that means you're also affecting the motion near the swing. So once you start the downswing, all you need to do is just let the clubhead go around your body. Okay? You just hold onto it instead of bring this in too much. So feel both ways. Feel the motion of the club head by relaxing your wrist a little bit. Good trigger, and then active backswing. That's a big difference. Because both ways, let it go, and then as you go here, you know where the club head is. Go around the body and also let it go, right? So the club head motion is the key because it will hit the bone. So you have to let it just hit the bone by developing good speed instead of forcing it near the impact. Yeah, automatically it will square. Yeah, and then again, as you turn this way, no need to quickly bring this in here. Rather, let it go, and because of momentum, it will come around here. Then you have an easy finish here. But if you still pull here, then you have a violent motion at the end. Okay. So generally, we have this acceleration phase here. The club head will accelerate and then to impact. So near the impact, the club head will have the highest speed. And then after the impact, it will slow down nicely and then finish. So the whole motion from top of backswing to all the way to finish position, this is the entire motion you want to have in your image. Instead of just trying to hit hard here, right? So let it go and then continue and finish here. Swing in here. So when you have a larger motion, then here you have less change in the condition. When you have putting, if you move your club, the putter head a little bit and then try to hit the ball, then you can have a larger angular error. But if you bring this farther back here, and also try to bring it farther here, so if you have a longer pad, it's easier to control the direction. The same thing. So going from here, and let go all the way, and keep moving this, and then finish here. Then you don't have much surprise here. But go here and then try to bring this in, something. Then because of this, your body has to do something already along the way. That's why it affects the impact condition. So just let it go and then finish here. So instead of using your arms here, swing through, and then the club head will keep, moving here, and then finish here. So no more strength-driven impact, but rather using the motion-driven impact. Club head motion-driven impact. This time you lost the balance, that means you try to force it. Okay. So when you have good arm and club motion here, so the body leaves everything and then let it go, and then your goal is to finish nicely here. But if you try to force it with your muscles, then it becomes upper body driven. And then after this,
So you really can't. You just have to be very easy, letting it go from the top.
so that's why earlier I used the expression to use about 80% of your effort.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, because you are forcing it too much.
Yeah.
It comes in and this versus. Yeah. So nicely slow down at the end. That means you don't have too much effort here, okay? But just keep good speed, and then in the follow through, let it slow down, okay? So this way now, club head is moving quite well. So you will never have the situation where the club head is behind. When the club head is behind, because you try to force it here, the club head is behind and the face is open. So you have a slice. But if you let the club head go around, then naturally it will close. Okay, so this is the key. Instead of putting a lot of effort, particularly near the impact, toward the impact, rather just let it through. Okay, so let's use the motion of the club to hit the ball instead of your muscle strength. So actually, the speed generation should be done here. Okay, and then let it go. Okay, stage 3. Let me record this. Okay, so ready, go. Go. So it's important to let it go around. Okay. Ready, go. Go. So let's see. So this is the initial swing. So you're letting it go now better. The body also moves a lot more. And then ultimately, your goal is to keep good speed to the club head. So always you have to feel the motion of the club head here. As you move back and forth, if you relax your wrist a little bit and feel the club head motion, your goal is to keep good club head speed here instead of your body moving rigorously here. So when you have large arc around the body, the club head goes around your body. With this motion, just let the club head go. The key is developing good speed of the club head. So by turning your body, by using the body, you are promoting this good club head motion. It's never about your body quickly going or doing this, but rather the club head motion. So it's important to feel the motion of the club head. So you use the body, feel the motion of the club head. Swing, swing. So as you swing, try to let the club head go around your body, okay? Instead of
It's hard to think to speed this up without turning quick.
of course, the body will basically cause the club to move that fast. However, the goal is to maximize the club head speed so that you don't have to worry about it. When the club head has enough speed and then hit the ball, it will give you enough distance so you don't have to put a lot of effort, right?
Right.
So feel the motion all the way in the trigger motion, in the backswing, try to feel the motion of the club head. Yeah. Now the swing motion is, again, so this is the idea. Always pay attention to the clubhead motion. Now let's try to hit the ball here. So then when you do the backswing without the trigger motion, still the key is sensing the motion of the club head, right? So all matters is to give enough motion to the club head. So let the club head go around your body with large arc, and then no need to rush down. Try to hit it hard with the arms. Wait until this is completed, and then throw the club head around, right? Here, enough time, and then throw the club head around instead of go quickly and then try to move your body. So the key is always the club head motion. Give enough time at the end of the backswing, and then on the way down, throw the club head really well. So stage 3 first. Stage 3 as your preset routine. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then put the ball. So you'd better maybe step back a bit more to give enough speed. So what happens is that when you swing hard, then the club head tends to move away from your body. That's why it touches the ball. So give enough speed, enough space there. Feel the motion of the club head, and then approach to the ball. Similar motion in the backswing. And in the backswing, try to use your right leg. So if you push the ground with your right leg good, then it'll give you good big backswing here. So here, when you start the backswing with the right leg action, so at the beginning of the backswing, start your shift and then bend the knee, and with that push the ground by extending the knee. With this action, you have a good backswing here. If you use the right leg actively in the backswing, then you have enough backswing here, no need to rush down. So the right leg action is really important in the backswing. So when you have a bit faster backswing and then you rush, then the club motion becomes really unstable. So with the faster backswing here, by using the right leg, and they have enough time, and let it go. So you need to have good aim. So stage 3 first. But you are letting the club head go now. So you're not really forcing it with your arms. So it's very different. So don't worry about it. Again, it was a bit rushed. So you go up and then quickly coming down. So, and the weight here, and then let it go. So that way, when you have more time, then your lower body will be prepared. So you can go into downswing. So generally, those who are relying on the strength, that this happens. You rush. The more you rush, then the more you use your arms. Now let's do this. So we'll put the so-called mini stage 3 between stage 3 and the regular swing. So full stage 3, the trigger motion is about this big. The mini stage 3, the trigger motion is about this big here. So in the full stage 3, swing here. Mini stage 3, let it go. But this motion here is important to use your body to do this small trigger motion instead of you just using the arms. So when this happens, you can use it, and then your right heel can be lifted from here by dropping the heel here, going active here. So that's the mini stage 3. And then regular swing here, you can do a similar one. So slightly lift the right heel, and then by dropping and then start the backswing. So we will use mini stage 3 between full stage 3 and regular. So full stage 3 first. Mini stage 3, body driven mini stage 3. So that trigger motion size was really good, but that has to be done with the body so that you start the backswing with the body action here instead of the arm action. Okay? So if you figure out how to start the backswing with the body motion, then everything becomes pretty straightforward. Again, full stage 3, mini stage 3. But in the mini stage 3, again, remember that you have to use the body to do the trigger motion and then bring the club back. That's okay. If you have to increase the size a little bit, that's okay. Yeah, that was better. So the way you started the backswing, that was better. So if you start the backswing with the body, then the chance of rushing down with the arms goes down. Okay. So again, full stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular.
Thinking too much.
Yeah, so in the backswing, still your arm is too tight here.
Yeah, I can't get
So with the body motion, you have to let the arms go around your body instead of holding it here. When you hold the arms here, then you tend to use, so relax here. With this motion, and then relax and then let it go around and swing. So in a sense, increasing the backswing size will be helpful. So you are currently still, it's a kind of borderline here. So make it a bit bigger. If club go a bit more, then it becomes a lot more body driven on the way down. Okay, so make the backswing a bit bigger. Use that ball there. Yeah, because again, what you want to feel is the clubhead motion, right? Even in the backswing, clubhead motion is what you need to feel instead of moving the body like this. Let it go and then feel the clubhead motion and then let it go. So relax your arms and the wrist. Feel the motion of club head. Always you have to pay attention to the club head position and the club head motion. This time again rushed. So before the club head stops in the backswing, you already started. So you have this motion here.
Yes, that's what I feel.
Yeah. So wait until this is completed and then let it go. It's okay to drop the club head this side. Okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So a bit bigger backswing about here is okay. But let it go here. When it stops, then you start the downswing instead of. So when you push a swing, push, and push, and if the swing is moving toward you and you try to push, then you get hurt. So you have to wait until this motion is completed and then let it go. The same thing. And when this is completed, then let it go by using the body instead of. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. This time your arms looked a lot more relaxed. Okay?
I feel out of control.
No, no, no. So because you always keep your arms really tense, that's why when you let it go a little bit, then it's like you lost the control. But actually, you have to let it go all the way and then start the swing. So have more time up here. Have more time.
Okay.
Like you develop tension. Aim, and when the aim is completed, and then let it go. So here. And then this is now almost the stopping. So the aim is completed, and then let it go. But if it's still it's moving, and then you try to start, your aim is not completed. Okay? You cannot just you move the ball like this and then release. You have to stabilize this and then release. Yeah. So give more time at the top of action. No rush, no rush. The more time you have there, if you have enough time, then you don't have to use your arms a lot. Let's go back a bit more. Yeah. So give enough space there so that you don't lose the ball. Oh, that timing is good. So give that much time at the top. That timing is okay. That timing is okay. But now, so when you have this much time here, on the way down, still the goal is to bring the club head and then hit the ball. You're interested not quickly turning your body. The turn should be well timed so that the club catches up and then swing through. But if go here in enough time, but if you quickly turn your body too quickly, then the club cannot catch up and you lose the control. But go up here and then this is what you want. This is what you want. Letting the club head go, right? So you have to time that. So no excessive body motion. Actually, you are moving your body too quickly. So the goal is to bringing the club head down nicely. That timing is good. Yes, that flow is a lot better. Yeah, that's it. That's better. So there's no reason when you start the downswing, there's no reason to quickly turn the body like this.
Right.
This body turn has to be still in harmony with the club motion, your arm motion, the club motion. So if your body goes too rigorously here, too abruptly, then you lose the control. So basically the goal is go here, wind up, and then let the club head go here. Wind up and let the club head go instead of. So always you have to control the club head motion. It has to be under your control. Relax the arms and wrist. Time the body turn and then arm motion, club motion well. So ultimately the goal is to keep a good club head motion. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Where did it go?
I didn't see it.
I think it went that way. So hit something there. So on the way down, what you need to do is deliver the club head to where the ball is, right? So also, if your body turns left too quickly like this, again you lose the control. So come down, then let it go, and then swing, and then turn here. But if your body turns too quickly, then you lose the ball. So you don't open the chest too early, then you lose the ball. So here, bring the club and the impact, and then let it through. So you have to know clearly where the ball is, and you deliver the club head back to where the ball is. The timing is now getting better. The ball is back straight. The timing is getting better. But here's the one thing. Still, what you're trying to do is go up here and then try to quickly turn here. Okay? Instead, what you need to do is connect the backswing to downswing. So, let it go. So instead of starting the downswing abruptly, you from the wind-up position, and then start, and then let it go, instead of. So the connection should be smoother.
How do I smooth it out? That's the problem.
So on the way down, instead of try to just have a burst of effort right here, your goal is to turn the body and then throw the arms here. Try to throw the arms this way.
Turn the body.
So currently maintain the same thing, but add this motion. You have a sticker or something, okay? Here, you want to shake it off.
Okay.
So you are so lazy, so you don't want to do this. So you just, by swinging the club, you want to shake it off. Then what will happen is go here and then emphasizing the motion of the club head, then you will be able to shake it off. Your body motion does not help much. You really have to swing, let the club head go. Okay? So the key is there is a sticker on the head. You want to swing the club head quickly here and then shake it off. Okay? So it's not about your body motion, but using the club head motion, you are shaking off. Still, the body is turning a bit too early.
Yeah, it's not,
So on the way down.
it's hard for me to. So if I slow down, I feel like I'm pausing.
So let's do this. Now let's make this motion really slow.
Okay.
Okay? So. Here. Okay? Instead of so particularly pay attention to the club head motion. The club head motion should be continuous. Here, it goes back here and then reaches the end and then start moving down. So image continuous motion of the club head, the whole swing phase. Here and then continuous motion and then continuous motion. Instead of go here and abrupt motion.
Okay. I see that you look like you have a burst of motion, but it's later. That's what's.
So not at the beginning. If you put a lot of effort at the beginning, then your shoulder opens early. And then so on the way down, start the motion with the body, but you add arm motion, then let it through all the way. So increase the speed, but pay attention to the club head motion. It should be continuous. Let it go. Oh, that's better. Let it go. Swing. Swing. Yes. Yeah, that's better connected. Now make it fast. Mm-hmm. Okay. So aim the tip of the T. And then don't lose the gaze. When your body opens early, that your gaze tends to leave the ball. But go up here and aim and then let it go and then turn. And when you have a quick body motion, then your shoulders tend to open early, and then you will lose the sight of the ball. Mm-hmm. So on the way down, just to let the clubhead go here, yes, instead of forcing it. Yes. So now let's move the mat back a little bit. So right now it's too close, so so about this much. So when you have this space here, then you can still do the full stage 3 on the mat. Right? Now full stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular, but pay attention to the continuous motion of the club head. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to the club head motion. Yeah, that impact was really good. So the angle was toward that rail there, and it bounced back to me. So the impact was really good. So now the same thing. Yeah, having a bit more space here is better.
Yeah.
So full stage 3, mini stage 3, and regular, but pay attention to the club head motion. No matter what happens, you have to guide the club head correctly. So this time the club head went down a bit more, so it hit the body of the T, right? So make sure you deliver the club head. This mat is a bit higher than that, so consider that. Yeah, that mat is thicker, so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that flow now is really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. It almost hit me. This impact was really good. The ball hit the wall and then directly came to me. Almost hit me. So when you have a clean impact like this, using the speed of the club head, then you have less of this and then this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me record this. So full stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular. Okay, ready, full, mini, and the regular, go. Mm-hmm. The full, mini, and the regular, go. Mm-hmm. Oh, the sound was quite solid. Now I see your rhythm. Now your body starts showing a rhythmic motion. This is interesting. I'll show you. So now when you prepare for the shot, your body is moving with the rhythm there. Again, pay attention to the motion of the club head. Okay, ready, full, mini, and regular, go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Full, mini, and regular, go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Again, it almost hit me. Now you see this rhythm here. Your body is moving. Yeah. Yeah, mini, still the same rhythm. Even in the regular swing, you will see the body is, yeah. And here you are not rushing. You let it go up here in the weight and then swing. Yeah, more than anything, you have now enough time here.
Right.
So that's why you are not rushing.
Right.
Earlier, if you look at your swing,
My leg's not moving.
so there's no fundamental rhythm here. Just bring it up here and try to hit. Yeah, go here and wait and then let it go. Now, and also this motion is somewhat more continuous now.
Right.
Yeah. You see, the swing plane is pretty good. So you are moving away from really arm-driven, strength-oriented swing.
Wow.
So this is the key.
Yeah.
Try to develop good rhythm here. So one way to do that is having slight up and up. You're already doing this now, but slight up, 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 up. Say a little bit of up and down motion here. Up, 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 up. So as if there is a switch here. Every time you swing and then touch the switch, touch the switch. Let's dance a little bit. Yeah. Because this is your second visit, so we really need to work on this pattern here. Okay. So here, as you swing and then reach out, touch, swing and reach out, touch, reach out, touch, 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 touch. So now, in order to touch the switch here, you really have to push the leg, and then this hip has to go up. That hip has to go up. Yeah. This one up, this one up, this one up, and then have a little bit up and down motion. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah. Ultimately, it's this motion here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now with the arms only, let's do stage 3 here. So here again, touch, touch, swing. So here, for the trigger motion, there's a switch here. Okay. And then for the backswing motion, the switch is way above it. Swing. Yes, that's the rhythm. You see? Touch, touch, and then swing. And then swing, let it go all the way. Again. Now let's see, what you're doing here. So in order to touch this switch, you're pushing the ground with this leg. Push, push, and then swing. And also, on the way down, you can also push and then eventually finish and then touch.
Oh, because I'm.
And then, yes. So then in the downswing, you also think that you have switch here. So then touch the switch, and then touch the switch all the way. It's a bit higher.
Go higher.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the pattern here. So on the way down, this is the right pattern by pushing the ground and then just going up in the swing. That's the fundamental rhythm.
Right.
That when you have this fundamental rhythm coming from the leg action, then there's no way to rush because your legs are pushing here. When this leg is pushing, you try to pull it down, it's impossible. So you have to push and then finish and then swing.
Right.
So that dictates the overall timing.
Right.
Okay. So now with the club, again, you have switch all over.
Yeah.
You have to touch the switch with the club head now. Okay. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Now you're touching the switches with the club head.
Yeah.
Touch, and the touchy.
Right.
Yeah. Again. So golf swing is a fairly reaching out motion. Instead of trying to pull it down a lot, you reach out here, reach out. With that, you have good wind up. If you have to try to pull it, you cannot have really mature backswing. Right. So reach out, and then reach out here. Although the speed will be a bit different, but that's it.
Oh,
now, when the timing is right, you can really throw the club. But it's mainly coming from the leg action. So the timing is all governed by the leg actions. Okay.
I feel
So
like
now,
I'm looking forever.
yeah, because you are reaching out here.
Yeah.
So your intention is to reach out, you cannot pull it down. So again, stage 3, full stage 3, mini stage 3, and the regular. But in all these, you just image the locations of the switches. Yeah, that's good. The time contents are really good.
I feel like I'm going like this.
But still, in the downswing, still image your switches up here.
Yeah.
So swing and reach this instead of too much pulling here. Okay. So again, full, mini, and the regular. Yes. Oh, look at this. Look at this, how solid it is.
Right.
So this is the idea. Okay, this is the idea.
Okay.
And so from now on, I think that image was really good.
Yes.
Touching the switch. So when you are home, okay, then without anything, you can just dance, just reach out, touch this motion. If you have a kettlebell, the same thing. Essentially, using the kettlebell, you are touching the switch. No pulling here. No pulling down. Touch. With that, you have good leg action. So anything you have a rope,
Yeah.
right? Using the rope, the same. Push, throw, and then touch the switch. Throw and then touch the switch. Instead of pulling it down.
Yeah.
The club, the same.
Okay.
Then with the club, you can raise it a little bit higher here, almost the horizontal, and then so touch the switch here, swing, touch. touch, touch, swing. The body will always work with that rhythm.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Let me record this, the last one. Very good. So, again, have the feel of reaching to touch the switch. Okay. Now, instead of using your hands, now you are touching the switch with the clubhead, right? Okay. Ready, full, mini, and regular. Go with the reaching out. Woohoo! Oh. The full, mini, and regular. Go with the reaching out. Woohoo! Oh. Very good. Very good. Now I can really see you are using the leg to push out, touch the switch. Yeah, that the last piece was really good. That dance. You can do it. I thought you cannot dance, but okay. Ready, full, mini, and regular. Go. Look at the vertical rhythm there. The full, mini, and regular. Go. Look at the vertical rhythm there. This time hit the body of the thing. But that's okay. You keep working on this. I'll have to send the email to Ingrid that now Winston can dance. All right. Yeah. So this is it. So remember, always instead of trying to pull, when you try to pull, then you tend to rush. So image the switches here, and then push and then touch, push and touch, push and touch. So when you repeat this motion, automatically touch and then you will shift for the next motion. Yeah. And then touch and shift, touch and shift, touch and shift. So you can continuously do this. Instead of just to go touch and then touch, you can already start the motion in the opposite direction. So you can have continuous motion. Touch, 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 touch. So can continue. And then the advantage of this motion is that in order to reach out, touch, you have to really push the leg. Yeah, this leg action, this leg action. So with that, you have a good vertical rhythm. Then everything just follows that rhythm. Yeah, perfect.
Appreciate it.
That was a good session.
Yes, sir.